Sasha, it's so wonderful to speak to you. I'm such a big fan. And congratulations on winning season 15. It's been 4 months since you were crowned. What has this journey been like for you since you got the title?
I mean, the world is just like opened up, and it's so exciting to travel the world, to get to see all the fans that Drag Race brings closer together, to see all these families. To win the competition is great, and it offers me this opportunity to really get to meet all the people, which is really the like a prize. That's a real gift.
Yeah, there's so many connections that can be forged with getting to meet all of the fans and everyone around the world. So I'm glad you're getting that opportunity. Just to rewind it all the way back, how did you find drag? What was your first experience with it as a child and becoming the person you are today?
I don't know if I found drag, but I think drag found me, and like just kind of. I mean, Barbie to me was drag. Like the
Yeah.
Disney princesses were drag. Jessica Rabbit drag to me, you know. Um, I think everything was very just feminine as a trans person growing up, a little trans kid. I just gravitated towards anything like pretty and princess and fabulous. Then starting with dance, it kind of was just like a natural thing. I just kind of found my queer voice. I found a space where I could like transition and perform. It was kind of made for my life. Really, drag was just kind of made like being able to uh, grow up and dance with dancers that are like huge dancers right now, dancing for Taylor Swift and for Madonna and like all these people. I have so many friends, and I get to take that and be the star, be the Madonna or the Taylor Swift. So I think that's really cool, and that's drag makes you a star. It makes you like feel like a star, and then this show makes you a star.
Yeah, and you were already a star before you joined Drag Race. Everyone knew your name. You
A
know, your
distant,
favorite
far
drag queen's
off,
favorite
a
drag
far
queen.
off star.
Having Miss Continental under your belt and already this huge reputation, what made you say yes to Drag Race and why now?
I've always wanted to. I kind of just wanted to like politely wait my turn, and just there was always a little talk about where trans people fit in as drag performers, and then seeing one of my really good friends and my roommate Kylie Sonique Love win All Stars, seeing a good friend of mine got Mick on the show, and then really seeing my daughter Carrie was kind of the real like green light to go and show them what mama can do.
And you did. You won 4 challenges, all different kinds of challenges too. Which maxi challenge do you think challenged you the most and really tested what you had?
Ooh, I mean, for me, the most challenging one for me was going to be I was anticipating the snatch game, and if you had to do a roast or stand up, like if it was going to be a roast or stand up, I knew, and I knew that was going to be my run, and I was right. Stand up maybe not my strong suit on the show, um, but it's funny. Like I'm usually funny, except when you're like asked to be funny. That's the hardest part. Yeah, that was pretty challenging. I'm really glad I got to get through Snatch Game relatively unscathed. So that was like a.
I'm glad you made it through too and got to show all these different sides of yourself. Were there any ways that you surprised yourself going through this process?
I surprised myself a lot during this competition, and I knew there were moments where I knew I was going to surprise the normal Sasha Colby follower, like someone who already knew who I was, and like just watching me on YouTube and seeing like, oh, the hair flip girl, like the fierce dancer. But to see a different side of me, I was really excited. But I was really excited when I accomplished something that I didn't know I could do, and I knew my friends didn't know I could do it. And I was like, y'all are gonna gag because I actually sewed really well, or writing a song, singing in the style of like rock, like heavy metal. All of those were wild. Like I never thought I would have to like dress as a granny in like those like hospital or like cafeteria worker loafers that we had on.
Is there a moment from the season that you're going to look back on forever and never forget?
Besides the win.
I mean, that's a big one.
That's a big one. I think when RuPaul screamed at me that I was amazing and that Anointed was pretty once in a lifetime. There were so many like memorable moments. Having any kind of interaction with RuPaul too was always like you're getting like a master class. You can ask anything, and then she does give you a lot of random advice or just random tips. She just finds ways to like give you little tidbits of what she knows that you might need. I really enjoy that.
It's nice that you get those like little nuggets of wisdom throughout the process.
Yeah.
One special moment for me as a viewer was your finale lip sync against Anitra. I thought it was really beautiful and powerful, and I wanted to know what went into preparing for that and what was your vision?
You know, preparing for the final lip sync, I felt, you know, Anitra and I are there, and like you can't even touch the Lollapalooza performance we did. That was so incredible. But I know that that's what a lot of people were feeling, that energy, and I knew we were gonna give it. We were gonna turn it out. But I was just so consumed with all those anti-trans legislations dropping at that moment while we were filming. So in my head while preparing, I was just so in activist mode. I was in this angry space, and it made me so frustrated. And my little protest that's like so self-centered, if you think about it, is me just like jumping naked and making my body something that they want to eradicate. Showing that on a huge worldwide platform, I thought that was empowering, not only for myself, who felt or does feel very scared right now, with all the legislations. It feels like when you get in trouble at school or someone's teasing you at school and then not even your teacher helps you. I don't know if anyone's ever felt that, but you know, queer people, but you don't even get stood up for. And that's what I kind of feel like with our government and these things. It just feels like really alone, which can be very traumatizing to people. Be triggering, makes you feel like you're going backwards, back in time.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what makes your win that much more powerful at this juncture where politically, where you can show people that they're not alone and that there's someone there with you. What did your win feel like knowing that it's happening at this time when it's so important?
I felt uh, when I did win and like sitting, finally like sitting by myself. I remember I was like taking the crown off of my head in my hotel room, and I was just like gratefully crying because I know that like I could be the most use now. Like this will afford me the opportunity to really speak on a lot of issues that are we as a queer community are facing. And I just felt so grateful to be the one that gets to speak for a lot of people who don't have a voice right now.
Well, I'm glad we have your voice at this point in time. Now that you've won the crown and you're touring the world, are there any other big things you're looking forward to accomplishing?
I mean, I never stop dreaming. I'm gonna tell you right now, but I do have some things in the works. Not yet able to say or share, but I'm planning on making a lot more waves and doing a lot more things. And I'm not done. I'm nowhere near done yet.
Well, we can't wait to find out what those are going to be. And one thing I really enjoyed last year was the All Stars All Winners season. If they did another round, would you do it?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, absolutely. I would love to do it. I mean, I love a good competition anyway. And to be with the best of the best, let's do it. Oh,
I love that. Who's your dream competitors that you would compete alongside?
I mean, to compete alongside, not against, but with, would be like Sasha Velour. I would love to. Uh, could not wait for that to happen, actually. Um, I love Priyanka. I love me. Well, I'm like trying to think of who wasn't on the show already, who wasn't on the last season. Bob would be amazing. Bob would be so much fun to just like be around. Yeah, I mean, there's so many great ones that haven't been on yet. So